there's nothing now. Feeling out by the ocean, and all those white hot sands. Where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.
Why is this camera all blurry and stuff? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. How you guys doing today? All right. So, listen, it's been very difficult for me to get online, to get on live stream because I'm working all the time. So, either I'm working and listen, money comes first. And now just me doing my trucking stuff and everything like that, I'm not gonna pass on the opportunity and get online and then therefore kind of like mess up my schedule. So, priority first. But anyways, however, I was supposed to be on a live stream with the Gray Pill podcast, and I couldn't make it on time. Like, I was gonna like take a couple hours off so I can actually jump in there, but at the time I had like no service around the area that I was at. So I'm like, all right, let me just keep driving, and then got to my destination. So, but it was a very interesting subject, and then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me do a quick podcast about it real quick. So that's what I decided to do. And now let's hold on a second. So now we're gonna basically talk about this thing going on. I saw this article, and all right, first off, Gray Pill shared this this thing with me where it's like Elon Musk and robot girlfriend and all that stuff. I thought it was actually interesting, right? So I thought it was funny. So I decided to actually make a TikTok about it. And then now that's when I get the invitation to actually appear in the podcast. Unfortunately, couldn't make it. But let's get to, let's see, share screen. I want to get to this article first. Right? Let's get to this article first. All right. Hold on a second. All right. Let's see what this article says. So, are images of Elon Musk with a robot girlfriend or wife real? So the images you may have seen were AI generated. Well, that pretty much sums it up. So, visual imagery on social media in spring 2023 authentically showed Twitter owner Elon Musk have a robot wife or girlfriend. In May 2023, claims begins to spread on social media platform that Twitter owner Elon Musk has a robot wife or girlfriend. We first found the claim in the TikTok video posted on May 8th, 2023. The video contained 3 photographs claiming to show Musk kissing or intimately holding a robot, while text while text on the video says Musk and girlfriend robot. All right, let's check out the video real quick. Is that it? Is that the video? Nope, 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 nope. All right, let's get back to the article. So we found more posts about Musk having a robot wife or girlfriend on TikTok, as well as other social media platform like Facebook. Different robots were included depending on the post. For example, we found images of Musk kissing and dancing with robots spread across platform, including Twitter. Like, clearly it's a troll. Obviously it's a troll because I was watching a video. I was watching a video earlier, which was so I was watching a video earlier, and he pretty much stated like the robots will be, they were like prototype robots, and they will be on sale for like $300. At first, I'm like, $300 doesn't make any sense. Are you telling me you could get a whole robot girlfriend for less than an iPhone? That didn't make any sense to me. So that's when I'm like, all right, let me take a look at it, because clearly the guy's a genius, right? However, now let's suspend reality for a minute and stuff like that, right? Let's suspend reality for a minute, and let's talk about if there is a market for these robot girlfriend. Clearly, the way dating's been going lately, I would say yeah, there's definitely a market for it, because there's like what, almost half of adults nowadays are like single or something like that here in the West. People are not getting into relationship that much, a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So yeah, it seems like listen, it seems like there would have been a huge market for it. There's this. I'm gonna show you this other article. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think I took it out by accident. Fuck. But anyway, so the whole point is this, right? You have over like there's like almost 50% of men single, right? And from what the article was, from some of the videos I was checking out and stuff like that, right? So it's like, it's not just a sex robot. You have like, I guess, from because I think there is a prototype that exists out there, right? That's it's like the robot can lift up to like 45 pounds. It can do like manual tasks and all that stuff. So let's say that you are a single man, right? And you're single, you don't have like you one of them passport bros, right? So you here in the US, you're making your money and you want to go home. You have somebody like doing your dishes for you, somebody that's actually doing your laundry, all the other stuff, right? And the only thing you gotta do now, from time to time, you clap them cheeks, them robot cheeks. I wonder what kind of sound that would make. Like, bzz, 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 bzz. So you clap them robot cheeks, right? And then you save up for your money and stuff like that for the next time you go to DR, so you could actually ball out and visit them brothels and all that stuff. But at home, when you're in the United States, you don't have to worry about all these expensive dates. Taking women out to like these high end restaurants and all the pressure that come with it, right? So like if you're looking at a market like this and you are Tesla, you're coming up with this product that have like so many single men, including incels and all this other stuff. So it's like, yeah, even if let's say the price was like $10,000 a pop, right? $10,000 for a robot girlfriend. How many men would pay for that? I would say enough of them would pay for that, right? Let's say you could, when you're tired of your one robot girlfriend, you trade it in for another one, and so on and so forth. I mean, I know I'm making light of this, but in reality, it's like, okay, you take my bias aside and my ego, right? You take my bias and my ego aside. It makes sense. It makes sense because think of how many women already have, let's say, sex toys and all that stuff, right? So I think it's about high damn time we make sex toys less taboo for men, for single men and whatnot. And however, I think a lot of people will feel some type of way about this. Let's check out TikTok because I want to get into this real quick, see what is being said about this whole scenario with and TikTok. So let's check it out real quick. Let's check it out real quick, bud. All right, let's do this. Oh wait. All right, let me go to my page.
I'm telling you now. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. I have plans that I cannot share with you right now. I'm telling you now.
Yes, Tom, for the last couple of days, photographs of Elon Musk have been going viral. Images of him dancing and kissing a female robot. In fact, a series of female robots has taken the internet by storm. Now, many of these viral posts claim that the billionaire was in fact in the final stages of creating a female humanoid robot that would be sold through his company Tesla in the idea of selling a robot wife, if you will. Now, according to those posts, she had even been given a name, which they referred to as Catanilla.
I'm sorry. Elon's trolling people, man. This guy is trolling people. Let's check out the comment section. All right, so this guy said, I'd consider buying one before even consider asking a real person out again. I mean, listen, it's there. All right, I'm gonna like it. So let's see what else we got. Some chick says, judging from the comments, humanity is ready to die off. Listen, this is like first world problem right there, right? And this chick says, I want a male robot, right? You know what? Good for you. Good for you. Because Elon is the one warning people AI is dangerous. Yeah, that's true. And yet he's making stuff about, like, dude, imagine, right? Let's say this robot right there is giving you the gok 3000, the laffy taffy and all that stuff. And then her jaws freaking clench on your dingling. Oh, ooh. Can you imagine, like, let's say there's this malfunction right at the wrong time. This robot is giving you some neck, and you have to call the ambulance, being in a vulnerable position, screaming, and then your thing get decapitated and stuff like that because I can imagine. Oh, whew. So yeah, guys, if you buying this thing, if you actually, if the prototype really do exist and you decide to buy this thing, just don't I don't think it's a wise idea to get any head from your robot girlfriend. Let's see. Don't dare bring that to Africa. Where can I get a robot man? I think Elon wants a robot wife so he don't have to worry about losing half of it. There you go. There you go. So he don't have to lose half of his fortune in a divorce, as the robot wife is not programmed for divorce. Oh, why would I want to report that? I don't want to report that shit. I want to click like. There you go. Yo, I mean, okay. Let's take away the whole single or incel type of mentality and stuff like that. Right? So let's just say now, if you were to ask women, and stuff like that, right? Would you prefer your husband to, okay, let's say, a husband have a company. He just, start off a brand new company or whatever, something like that. Because let's face it, these robots are not there just for sex. There are other function that they can actually be programmed to do. So now, as a wife, you're like, okay, would you want your husband to hire, a young 20-year-old something with perky ass and perky boobies and all that stuff, right, to work at the front desk to be a secretary? Or would you rather, like, your husband to actually purchase one of these robots, and that robot is now doing, secretary work, like, with the AI, all the virtual assistant stuff, everything. It will be, listen, this thing, think about it, because the husband would be looking at it as an investment. It's like, well, technically, I only gotta pay for that thing just once or a monthly installment, and I'm getting more bang for my buck than a secretary would ever actually be able to do. So in a way, yeah, I think most wife would have actually prefer their husband to buy one of these things for their company instead of actually hiring a 20-something-year-old as a secretary. Well, now, even from a romantic standpoint, right? Would your woman prefer you to have a like a little side chick on the side, or baby sugar, or whatever the case may be, or let's say a guy paying a escort to get his rocks off, or having one of these robots in the house. So whenever the wife have a headache, so he's like, all right, then I'm gonna use Miss AI right there, stuff like that. Get my rocks off. Women do it all the time. They got their toys. They got their what's this? They be having some big old freaking machines, right, to get their stuff off. So it doesn't make any sense for this to actually be somewhat of a big deal. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's definitely a good idea. It would sell like hotcake, right? Let's see. Where do I purchase one? All right. Introducing Elon's overpriced flashlight or flashlight. Okay. Yep. Want one. Would teach her martial art and have a killer robot that I kiss secretly. Interesting. All right. So let's see what else we got.
Could you tell us a little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of
Elon Musk is really the Antichrist. He's making robots.
Oh, look, your favorite Antichrist, Mr. Musk, good old Elon, decided to launch Robot Wives.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else.
Artificial intelligence at its best, and it's inserted into a robot. So now you can buy you a robot woman, cuss her out, do anything you want to do with her, and she's still not gonna leave because she's a robot. Think the robot gonna come with some? Look at them dancing. Think they're gonna be white, black, or are they gonna be ethnicity type robots? What are you gonna have, a white robot or a black robot? Just look at him. This man's the Antichrist. I'm telling you. Look at the prices on these robots. $26,000 for the dog-looking robot. I mean, for a fucking dog, $26,000 for a robot dog. Oh, look, they got some more. Looks like Rosie from the Jetsons. I keep telling you, we in the Jetson stage. $9,000 for a Rosie. Oh, it's Rosie's sister. I like this.
Like, okay. Here's a funny thing, right? Because I think a lot of people are panicking with AI. I think every time there's a new leap in technology, people panic. Because I'm pretty sure, like, when cars was invented and then people were just like, with horses and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were thinking like, their horse businesses would go out of business, right? And I saw this. There was this video where this guy studying to be a doctor, and then and then one of his friends was quizzing him about something, what with symptom and all that stuff, and then put the same information in AI software, and the AI software got the right diagnosis before he did, and the guy started panicking. He's like, "Yo, I'm going to school for 6 to 8 freaking years to become a doctor, and only to be replaced by a freaking AI." Right? And he was like on the verge of tears. And I had to think about it. And I'm like, yo, this technology depends on how you use it. It can also be a good thing, right? It could be in a way that, like, look, we're lazy by nature. So most invention that we come up with is in a way to actually release us from certain tasks, or having to hire someone to do those tasks for us. So an AI that get implemented in hospitals would actually be able to help out a lot of doctors and nurses to actually, one, get the correct diagnosis a lot of time, so you don't have to waste money on these useless tests that you have to do, because a lot of time doctors don't know what the hell is wrong with you. So then therefore they constantly have to do a lot of guesswork, and you have to do a whole bunch of tests that cost a lot more money for your insurance. So then now, if you have better diagnosed system, so the line at the emergency rooms will actually go a lot faster. It will be cheaper with the insurance costs and all that stuff. So technically, innovation, it's better. Now imagine even in other aspect in life. Let's say, in engineering, you program some of the measurement that you have in order to actually help you create a floor plan for your for a building, whatever. And then with the with AI software, it would go a lot faster than if you have to map out pretty much everything that you're doing, right? Think of, let's say you start off a small business, you have a robot like this, coming up to people and like taking their information and stuff like that, so they have to wait. Or, dude, there's so much potential with this AI system, and I think our fear is getting in the way. Granted, the fear is justified, right? We've seen enough Terminator movies and all that stuff. The fear is justified. However, I think it's being overblown. We're not seeing the potential that might come with it. People think of it more of in like, oh my God, I may lose my job, right? But not realizing like, yeah, but it can free you to pursue other um venture, other possibilities, other opportunities, right? And I don't know, like people love the securities. And because we're looking at right now, right? The job market, it sucks. There's no loyalty in any companies anymore and stuff like that. And why should they? Let's say it's not the time with our grandparents where they work for a company for like 30, 40 years and then get like a pension plan or whatnot. Companies don't want to do that. So then if there's no benefit to be with a company long term, so why the hell would I waste my time being loyal to a company? So then all I can, employees are doing is like get the experience, get the knowledge, and then you just, it's easier for them to get a bigger pay raise from another job than to actually get the pay raise from the current job that they're in right now. Like the first trucking company that I worked for them for like 2 years, and like they struggled to actually like give me a raise. Quit it, get into another freaking company and stuff like that. My paycheck nearly double. All right. So then it's like, where's the loyalty for all this company? I'm going on the tangent, but what I'm saying is this is like there's a mad potential with AI software, AI, robots and all that stuff, and I think it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and let's open up the discussion. Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it's a good thing? Let's talk about it. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one, shall we?
Hello, Amika.
Hello there.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Glad to hear. What is your name?
I'm Chris.
Oh,
Chris.
Are you okay?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you okay if I shoot a video of you?
Absolutely.
So, Amika, what are you?
I'm a
Like, dude, all these components and all these pieces and everything like that is like the engineering that probably goes through that. It's freaking unbelievable. Like, yo, human have gone a long freaking way to be able to have those type of technology. Can you imagine? It wasn't that long ago we were riding on horses, like less than 2,000 years ago. We were like riding horses up to we now here. Like, you know what I think? It feels like because there's nothing under the sun. So what if our creator, we were the demise of our creator, right? And then let's say we were created and we gain consciousness, and we then dethrone our creator, and then to be where we are right now as conscious human being, humanoid, somewhat robot. right? And then we are now consider God of ourselves, and we making creations in our own image that in the future might get rid of us. And then they might get some sort of consciousness and stuff like that, right? And talking about like time of antiquity when they actually defeated the gods. So we would be like in their storybooks, in their like prehistorical or legends about like the gods of Zeus and Hercules and all these other like things that we would consider like epics or just fictions. So who knows, man? Who knows? Like maybe it's a silly idea, but I think this is like quite interesting where our creator, we got rid of our creator and stuff like that, and then now we're making a creation that may get rid of us. Cause let's face it, man, this is freaking like the technology that goes into this. Wow. Like this is exciting.
Musk is not who you think he is.
All right, I'm sorry, this is fake. I this is crazy about conspiracy theory, right? Because it's like the thing about conspiracy theory, they give you enough to give you a possibility that something may be true, and then that's the hook. And then once you get hooked in it, then they'll rail you into a realm of plausibility. And even though you may not have no evidence whatsoever for whatever's spewing, but because something might have been true, so then you continue to follow that rabbit hole until you get to a position where you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Right? And that's the funny thing about, like, let's say, dude, like, I remember back in the days when red pill had nothing to do with dating, had to do with like finding the truth of something, and like the possibility of our world, where we come from religion. And it's like, dude, the rabbit hole went so deep. I was looking into so many stuff, anything from the Anunnakis, like ancient history. There was like so many books that I've read. Look, like it went deep, and it was like an awesome freaking time. So then now that's why, like, when I come across people that is now just discovering some of these research and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard about that before, right? And then I'm also like, looking at it like, dude, you gotta be careful, because at sometimes you might get lost in the sauce, and you like people will have a hard time understanding what you're saying, right? Because it's like this. You can go so far into the conspiracy realm where even though what you're saying may make sense, but to the people that you are talking to, their consciousness is not at that level yet. So that's why you have to start from something they can relate to. If you go too far out of the realm of relatability, then that's when you consider crazy, right? So that's why you gotta, like, you talk to them like, okay, look, let's say about the poke thing, right? You can talk to them about like the history of the let's say tuberculosis that was given to, let's say, people in the 80s, and they were given, like, infecting black people, so on and so forth, blah blah blah, as in a way to try to convince people why they shouldn't take the pokey pokey. But they're gonna look at you like, because they're so far removed from the research that you have done when it comes to um time when the US had abused its power, and poison its own people. So obviously they're not gonna listen to you. So you have to like find something they can relate to, as in like, okay, well, look at what just happened here. You can admit that the government lied to you, right? So if they were able to lie about this, and you give them a recent example, they were also able to lie about this, and then that. What makes you think they're not telling you the truth about this thing, right? But they wouldn't do that. But you said the same thing about all these other things that I just pointed out, right? And I think that's where people needs to realize, like, stop with all these grand conspiracy theory and actually talk to people from a perspective where they can relate to, right? And because like the my family, they have blinders on, right? And a lot of time it's hard to make them see something as simple as, like, okay, I don't think it's a good idea to do this. Well, if you believe in that, if you actually throw your support in that, there might be some attendant consequences, right? And now it's like I have my cousins or sometimes even my sister. We can now talk about certain things that, as in before, they wouldn't even listen to me. So yeah, so that's my perspective when it comes to these conspiracy theories and people like taking things overboard. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about when it comes to conspiracy theory. Like, Elon Musk is not human. I think it's just ridiculous. Like, let me know what are some of the conspiracy theory that you guys once believed in, and then as time goes on, you'll realize like, I think is pretty crap. Or conspiracy theories that you believe in, I mean, you didn't believe in, and turns out to be true. Right? Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's see what else. What else is next? Okay. Oh. See, now these robots are more believable, right? And I think that's probably what we're gonna have. You, you know what? I think it's a good time to invest in Tesla again. Like, technically, I should have a lot of stocks, right? Because I had some stocks. I sold it when I was getting my house, and I realized, I'm like, yo, I should have kept it, because now, I should have kept those stocks. I should have just like gave a small deposit and kept those stocks. But anyway, doesn't matter because I made some good profit with them. So, but yeah, I think I should. Hey, first of all, I'm not giving any advice on the stock market or any financial advice whatsoever. So you guys do your own research on whatever you need to invest. I'm just speaking out loud in my own self. So yeah, Tesla. I think what do you guys think about Tesla? Because I look at a lot of these things, right? Whereas is electronic vehicle, and one of my friend, he have a Tesla now, and I saw his post on Instagram, and he was complaining about charging Tesla for, like, how long it takes for him to, like, charging and stuff like that, for him to having to go out of his way. It's like a lot of waste of time, whereas you go in and out of the gas station and then boom, you're done. And I think right now, I think the grid is not ready yet to have a lot of electrical vehicle, a lot of EV. And it's funny because we have all these solar panel, but it's not steady to the point where people are just like, you have all these charging stations, yet you still have to use fuel or natural gas to keep that stuff running. So it doesn't make any sense. So I think either we invest more in nuclear fusion, we invest more in power plants and all that stuff to have all these to power up all these charging stations, because the grid that we have right now currently, I don't think it can actually hold all that pressure, and especially when we continue to cut down on our own energy sector. That's my perspective. I may be wrong in that because I don't know as much as I should to actually have a strong opinion about it. Right. But this is my perspective so far based on what I've known. But yeah, anyways. So like what do you guys think about when it comes to like solar panel and vehicles and stuff like that? Do you think it's a good innovation, or do you think like power diesel cars or fuel vehicle should remain in the market for as long as possible because it's EVs are reliable? I don't know. You guys let me know if you have a Tesla, what it's like to have a electric vehicle in the comment section. But yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, who's here? Who's in the line right now? Show yourself. I said show yourself, young man or young woman, whoever's listening. But yeah, so now going back to topic when it comes to the female robots. It's kind of weird, right? Because from a personal perspective, I see it as like men trying to replace women when it comes to like dating and all that stuff. It's very detrimental because you continue to isolate yourself and not knowing how to interact with not just the opposite sex, with people as a whole. So it's like, oh, you have too many people who like to remain at home instead of being able to interact with another person. But then again, I'm also looking at it like, well, technically, me growing up, the reason why like I was out there or interacting with people or talking to people is because at home I didn't have the nurturing aspect, right? I didn't like staying at my house. So me being out, or me being outside, or me actually just like chasing women or chasing tails, it was like a somewhat of a coping mechanism. It was like me trying to avoid my house. So the more I got plans with friends and so on and so forth, then the less I was at home. And now when we're looking at our kids, like me and my wife, we make life very comfortable for my daughter. So she doesn't feel like she has to go outside and interact with people. And we also grow the next generation on their phones. All their interaction is done through social media and all that stuff. So then they are very socially awkward. And now on top of that, you put in your girlfriend robots, then they really don't see any need to actually having to pursue women that just gonna shit on them, that just gonna crap on them and stuff like that, and then making fun of them. And why should they? Right? So that's what I'm looking at it like, like regardless how I feel about it, but the market is there. The market will decide whether or not this is a good idea. And based on the comments that I've read about these robot girlfriends, so many guys talking about like, hey, it's better than having to go through some sort of divorce or breakup. I'll take that. So there's a huge market for it. And honestly, I think I should invest. I should definitely get ahead of the curve before it's too late, right? But in all honesty, it's not just something to be used just for, I think, single men. It also be used for pretty much everything. It's like, having a vacuum cleaner that actually, power itself, that just all, the little rumba and all that stuff saves people time. Some of the stuff that your wife doesn't have to do anymore, where when it comes to, let's say, laundry and some of these menial tasks and all that shit, right? It's not even like, if you take the whole sexual connotation out of it, there's so much potential with these robot, these robots, male or female, whatever it is, right? So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Now, if Elon Musk is trolling, then, sir, you're doing very well. That's a good one. But if it's for real, he's really having like prototypes out there, and he will be launching them at some point. Yeah, I think there's a huge need in the market, and he's gonna clean house. I think he's definitely gonna clean house with it. But yeah, so with that being said, I think this is where I'm gonna get off, guys. So yes, I'm gonna go watch a movie before I fall asleep. And I thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. Once again, this is your host. I'm that Haitian, Art Banaka. And I will see you guys next time. I don't know when yet, but yeah, I will see you next time. Don't worry. I got you. All right, I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.